Sure. Oh my gosh, we came up with the name of this earlier.
We came up with it on the walk here, right?
What was it called?
BFFR.
Yes, you know what that means. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Because we can't say what that actually means, but you know what it means, and if you don't, look it up.
I don't. I do not know what it means.
Here,
we'll figure it out.
For him? Here, I'll write it for him.
Okay.
I can guess what some of the words are, but
Okay. So on today's segment of BFFR, we're going to share our deepest, darkest, juicy secrets from recent.
Not my idea, his idea.
Yeah, I think it's great.
Totally not stealing.
So we're gonna.
we would never.
Never.
Here, no.
No.
So we're gonna be for real.
You cannot say that though. That is another show.
That's fair.
There is a show called
Shout out,
Be For
shout
Real.
out, Brian.
Shout out
Sorry.
Brian. Oh, wait, maybe it's a good thing that we shared it. Maybe it's more publicity and that stuff.
Did you license the name from him?
I could talk to him about it.
All right, but
We're gonna be for real.
today, it's just a segment where we talk about the wildest thing that happened to you recently
Okay. Recently.
on campus, or something around Clemson, what happened to you?
So, I once had a final project where we had a month to come up with our topic. I sent her my topic, and she said, "This no good," and she gave me a. It's no good. She gave me a list of options to pick from, of here are some alternative ones that are kind of similar. So I told her, okay, I'll go with one of yours. She deducted points without telling me that because I went with one of hers and it wasn't original. So you know who you are.
Just like this segment, apparently.
Yeah, you know who you are. And
yeah, that is one point. One of the points of the segment is you don't name drop.
no name dropping.
No, well, yeah. I mean, we're not putting anyone on blast here.
No, we're not putting anybody on blast. Her name is.
Full government name, student ID.
Her social is.
C165. Yeah.
Let's see. What else can I share? Do you have anything in particular? It's your segment.
Yeah.
I feel like you should start it off.
There's some stuff I can't say.
Oh.
It's above the rating of this show we talked about.
Yeah, you were telling me.
We did. We talked about that.
We talked about that.
Probably other than me flooding my dorm, another wild thing that happened recently. One of the wildest things was I know someone who in their chem class. Okay. We need to start this story by saying that this professor on the first day was talking about email etiquette. Okay. And
are you gonna talk?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my god.
This is wild. And can I say that?
Yeah, you could say it.
Okay.
That's fine.
So, he wrote it.
horrified.
So this is public information now, basically. So he was like, yeah, if you send an email like this, it's hey, blank, Dr. Blank, can you bump my grade up to an A? I really need a grade for this scholarship or to keep my 4.0, whatever. And he was like, I've been talking to my Gen Z son about how to, or either son or nephew or something about how to talk to Gen Zers. And so he writes on the board, dead ass, question mark. And if I get an email from my professor that just says dead ass, question mark, I think I would be you're right, sorry about that. And then, so the crazy part about it that happened recently, that same professor, that same class, someone was doing their calculator check. They had to submit a picture of the calculator to be yeah, I can use this on the exam. In the beginning of class, he's hey, make sure you do this because it's due tonight. And so my friend is the iClicker, the in-class questions and answers. She had a break in between one of them. She's well, I'm gonna do this right now. And so she does it, and then it gets graded with, I think she got a perfect 1 or whatever it was. And there's a comment on the submission, and she thought it was gonna be oh yeah, good luck on your exam, blah blah blah. The comment said, your calculator is fine. Next line. In class? Dead ass? Question mark? And I don't know how I react.
No, but hear him out then.
I hear him out. He's kind of not wrong, but at the same time, that's wild. That's bold. He's bold for that. Anywho, that's probably the wildest thing that's happened recently, other than just chilling in the honors residential college at 1 a.m.
Wow. Okay, I'm not an honor student. Not been a whole lot been going on on my side of the world. Kind of just doing my stuff, just hanging out. I will say, this is kind of just funny. So I'm part of the Catan club.
Oh, that's cool.
What is that?
It's like it's a board game.
Oh, Catan, like the game.
The board game, yeah.
I'm talking about a katana.
I thought it was
I don't know how to describe it, but it's fun. And I played an entire game at the club and found out afterwards that one of the people I played against was my lab TA.
That's wild.
So
You were not supposed to win that game.
I didn't.
Okay, good. So grade's still intact then.
I think I'm mostly going to use this segment to kind of just vent about things like general that are bothering me. So for the people out there who put your laundry in the washing machine or like the dryer,
And then
turn it on,
set a damn timer.
and then leave it in there for hours, you should be locked up.
I give them like 5 minutes to come get their stuff.
Our floor has a 15-minute rule.
Yeah, I was gonna say we have like a 15-minute rule.
Well, I was down there. I was like, I was sitting there. My stuff was done. I'm like, you have 5 minutes.
Well, if your stuff's in the washer, sure, that's different. Like you can't just let it sit soaking wet.
Yeah.
Because that's just mold.
Yeah,
But
you
like,
give it 15 minutes.
You can still give it like
Like,
15 minutes,
yeah.
but 10, maybe 10, 15, but like maybe closer to 10.
It was like
closer to 5.
10 p.m. and I was like, just please come get your stuff.
That's
Just
valid.
and-
Late at night.
And then like you were saying last week, when you like, I've never experienced this, but mixing clothes,
Oh, that's
mixing
insane.
laundry, that is a crime.
That is insane.
That is.
That's a
like you actually.
crime. There's no way. Absolutely no shot. And with the rain today, I'm not gonna say who it was, but somebody decided that, you know how with our doors they have like the I don't know what it's called. It has like the thing on top, but when you open it, and like a school door, it's got like the little box and then the little like hinge.
I have no idea. What
I know what you mean. I follow.
I kind of get what I'm talking about. Somebody, I'm not saying who it was because you know who you are, decided to put their rain jacket on it, on the corner of it. So when you open the door, it just falls. And we have
menace.
literally hangers right next to the door.
Yeah.
That's a
And I'm just like-
society.
Why? What made you think that this was a good idea?
Yeah.
Like any other spot, or when you're trying to sleep and they decide to keep the lights on, like the middle light between the two rooms on, and they leave the door open.
I don't have this problem.
Yeah, you guys don't have this problem,
Yeah.
but
I will say, speaking of doors, I did have a thing recently where, like, you know how, like, if you open, like, if you're scanning into a building and, like, someone's behind you have two options. Those options are scan in and open the door and you walk through. Option number 2, you scan, the person behind you opens the door for you. Okay, those are your two options.
Yeah.
I was going into the Brooks Center the other day and someone chose option 3, which is the wrong option. So I scanned in, and they went for the door, and I was like, oh, how sweet of them. No, they walk right on through. Like, I go for it, and they're like, nope, and walk right on through. That is the wrong option. You know who you are, because I saw you. Like, somehow I saw you 3 more times that day, and we made eye contact. You know who you are. And they also thought I was probably weird because I had followed them for the rest of the time in Brooks because my class was right beside their classroom. So, like, we were both going to class, and I was just behind them then the rest of the time. But, like, that's the wrong option. That's the wrong option. Either you're opening it for me, or I'm opening it and walking through. You can scan in, and you can be the first one. I don't care. But, like, I got there first. So I'm going through first. I don't know, that's rubbed me the wrong way. And it was a Monday, and I wasn't having it.
yeah.
Anywho, I'm sorry.
feel
Just
bad?
like etiquette, like Clemson etiquette. It's a thing, though.
No, it is.
Oh, so this is also gonna be a check to see if my dad's still listening at this point in the thing.
Oh.
The other day, I finally went to another dining hall. I know.
What do you usually go to?
I usually go to Court because I live right next to it, so it's like why bother going
That's
anywhere
fair.
else?
Where did
I
you
went
go?
to I don't remember what it's called. It's
Schletter?
not the Schletter. there
I'm
you
sorry
go.
to hear that, my friend. I'm sorry to hear
No,
that.
I like it.
I am sorry to hear
I
that.
liked it.
People, can I say what I'm
Yeah,
about
yeah,
to
go
say?
right in.
Okay. People be shitting on shitter. Like, but it's
Whoa.
not valid. Like, it's
No,
not
it
valid.
absolutely is valid. In comparison to,
Have you been to core enough?
I have not been to core this semester.
Okay,
Okay,
it's
but
bad.
he lives in Douthit, remember?
Okay, well,
So he lives in
Douthat's the best.
True.
Douthit is-
It used to be Schletter, core, Douthat.
my
Now,
current-
I'm thinking it's Schletter core. I haven't been to Douthat yet.
Douthat's good. Like, Douthat is actually.
You said we were gonna go together.
What?
I'm so sad. I'm gonna cry now.
I went once.
Oh
we
my
can still go
gosh.
together.
How dare you go once? But
It's a best pizza by far.
No, actually, Sledder's
no,
Pizza's better.
Schletter's is
Really?
It's like brick
It's
oven.
homemade
Yeah.
brick
I
oven.
haven't had that in a while.
It's
I'll have to
good.
try it
I do
out.
have to try it.
And it's also like a good like little snack.
Okay.
Like in between class, because it's on a good part of campus where you can go in between class if you're over in like arts and humanities.
I do that a lot. I'll like go sit in Schletter, just like get like a drink, just hang out.
Yeah, it's a great. Like I want to go to the trivia nights on Wednesdays.
Oh, I've been to one of those.
What time is it?
It's 7:30.
We have an hour and a half.
Because I was gonna say, any final comments? I think. So I think we should wrap it up now. We're pushing an hour 15 now.
Do we like my segment?
I like your segment.
Okay.
I like your
It
segment.
gives you the chance to just like speak your mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
I did fill my room today. That was gonna be that segment, but then we already talked about it.
But